anything?
No.
Okay, super. Right, get your music on. Yeah, get going. Okay, and we're going to get started. Right, so we're going to do the same as we did last week. I mean, as in timings. Yeah, so it's going to be 45 seconds. And sorry, I thought that was someone just trying to get in. 45 seconds and 20 seconds rest. And we've got 3 rounds again. Totally different exercises, so it's going to be completely different in terms of what we're doing, but the format's still going to be the same. Okay, so we're going to get warm. Now we're going to start just by standing and doing a leg swing, so forwards and backwards. Forwards and backwards. Don't worry if you need a bit of support. So just want, before I kick my door, yeah, so we're going to take that leg forwards and backwards, really swinging into it and opening up through the hip. So nice big swings, try and flex the foot as it comes forward so you get that good, good hamstring opener. And then we're going to swap sides. So forwards and backwards. That's it, keep going. Hi Steph, how are you, sweetie? Make sure you've got some good music on. And then we're going to finish, come to the end of our mat. You're going to be doing plank walkouts. Okay, so head down and then walking forwards to where you feel is enough for you. And then walking back, trying to lead with your tailbone. You're going to roll all the way up to the top. So come down, warming up through the wrists, warming up through the arms, shoulders, stretching out through the backs of the legs. And again. So just working on opposite hands each time, so we don't create those imbalances. Yeah, so down, 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 walk forwards, and then back we go. Okay, and last one. And then up to a standing point, we're going to start marching out through the feet and swinging the arms now. So just stepping. If it's too much for you to coordinate both, we're just going to do the arms, okay? Good stuff. So we're going to get nice and hot and work really hard today. I can see you all on my screen. And then we're going to go side to side, just round one way, round the other way. Swinging the arms, letting the hips come with you. And then we've got arms open and close. So a nice big dynamic movement, really getting those palms back and a little sway from side to side. And then just stepping to the side, okay? So gentle side steps, no arms at the moment, unless you just want to swing them a little bit, forwards and backwards, just keep that warmth into the shoulder. So big side steps, just tap, tap, tap. That's it, and then we're going to start to kick the heel up behind us. So you're going to kick the heel to your bottom, start to engage your hamstrings, okay? And then we're going to start to pump the arms as well. So pump and kick. And then big step, and then we're going to start to add a little bit more movement there. So squeeze. Excellent. So we're ready to work hard today? I'm sure you are. As always, couple more. And then we're going to take it into a little bit of an impact, and you're going to be kicking your bum. So just about 20 of these, just to get our heart rate up a little bit. So 3, 2, 1, and stop. Right, last thing, we're going to open up our hips. So we're coming up and over. So up and over, hands on the hips, up and over, both sides. Try and take the leg behind you a little bit and squeeze the glutes. I'm already puffing. Some days cardio just gets you more than others, doesn't it? I've already been for a run this morning, so I'm already tired. Okay, so we're going to start, and like last week, we've got our conditioning section, our power section, and our finisher. And you're going to make sure that you are hydrated. So I want to make sure you've got a drink. So you might want to take a drink now if you haven't had one for a while. Okay, so I'm going to start with my timer. And we're getting ready for our first move. And we're going to be doing hamstring curls, exactly the same as we've done in the warm-up. Okay, so hamstring curls. And you're going to come down and up. So remember, our first go through is about getting really warm and getting all our muscles conditioned and learning the technique and deciding then if we want to move on. Okay, so that's your half bell. Yeah, that's it. So keep kicking that heel up towards your bottom and land the heel on the floor every single time. So you don't start to come onto the balls of your feet. Okay, so that heel is going to come up behind you. So it's a proper kick. Okay, and rest. Excellent stuff. So we've got a 20-second rest. The next one that we're going to go into is press-ups. So you're going to choose if you want to do full press-ups or kneeling press-ups. I suggest you do kneeling press-ups for this round. Okay, so your hands are going to be underneath your shoulders, nicely locked in, and we're going to come down and up. So breathing out as you're pushing up and maintaining a pace that is good for you. That's it. And don't worry if you can't do the full range, but I need you to make sure that your core's really locked in here. And the head's going to stay up. And that's your half-time bell. So remember that you're sustaining the same pace if you can. And you need, if you want to rest, you're going to rest at the top. So when you take your rest at the top rather than the bottom. You've got another 5 seconds. Excellent job. And then up to a standing position. Right, fab stuff. So in your 20-second breather, I'm going to show you the next one. You're doing side steps. Okay, so side steps. You're trying to sink low into a squat, and then you're going to step to the side. Yeah. Off you go. So you're going to travel all the way along your mat. Now, when you step, try and engage the glute of the leg that you're stepping onto. Okay, so, and you're also trying to engage the outside of the glute of the leg you're stepping away. So you're going to keep traveling. Try not to bob up and down with this. So you travel one way and then the other way. That's your half time. Keep going. Excellent job. That's it, that's it. Stay low, stay low. Try not to bob up and down. You just got another 10 seconds. Excellent. So 20 seconds breather. Well done, team. So we're going to come down into 100 position. Now, just before we start, if you're not sure of 100, you can take the leg position to anything you want to, so straight legs or low legs. But remember, we've got 3 sets of this. You can support the head down on the mat and just pump the arms. But I need you to maintain that your core stays really tight when you do this. Okay, so it is pump, 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 pump. And you're going to keep breathing throughout. Don't worry about doing the count to 100 because the count is actually irrelevant because we're doing it to the 45-second bell. That's your half time. Keep going, you're doing really great. So even if you need to modify it, you're going to change the movement, but keep the endurance going. Fab job. Just 10 seconds to go now. That's it. Keep breathing through it. You got this. Well done. And 3, 2, 1. Right, hopping up to a standing position. Our next one's going to be fast feet. So we're going to be stepping really quickly, as quick as we can, from side to side. Now you're going to be onto the balls of your feet, and this is going to be really quick. Okay, so get ready. And off you go. So really, really fast feet. I want you to try and think about the fact that you're wiggling your bum, okay? So really just try and let your bum wiggle as quick as you can, and that's what we're aiming for. Yeah, really quick. Okay, so how fast can you tap that floor? Rest if you need to, but we're going to try and keep going. That's it, that's your half-time bell. Really keep those feet as fast as you can. That's it, excellent, excellent, excellent. Really good job. Almost there, we got another 10 seconds, 10 seconds. That's all it is. And you get a rest, and you get a rest. Hey, rest, well done. Right, looking for the next one. Now we're into knee hovers. So we're going to be into tabletop position. I'm tucking my toes and I'm going to lift my knees up and down. So exhale up, inhale down. If your knees don't want to lift, then you just think about drawing your belly up. Okay, so off you go. That's it, good job. Excellent stuff. So exhale up, inhale down, that's it. Well done, Steph. Really good, good technique. Keep going, breathing out, making sure there's no pressure into the back. So you're really lifting up through your abs here. Brilliant, brilliant, brilliant. Keep going. You've just got another 10 seconds. Slow it down if you need to, but keep it moving. Keep that activation on. Really keep that energy going. Rest. Okay, so we're into standing squats next. Yep, so we're going to be doing air squats. Your feet are going to be turned out a little bit. You're going to bring your hands out in front of you, and we're going to be sitting backwards and coming up. Now, what I want you to do when you come down is make sure your knees aren't rolling in, okay, and your bum's going to be backwards. So down, squeeze your bum cheeks to rise. So inhale to come down, squeeze your bottom cheeks to come back up. Yeah, try and keep the consistency nice and even, and make sure this doesn't go too much into your thighs. So you're really going to try and squeeze your glutes all the way up. Keep going. Yeah, you're almost at that half-time bell, doing really well. Just make sure that your body isn't leaning sort of too far forward, so you're not doing a hip hinge. So this is completely different. So you want to sit back into that squat, shoulders back, squeeze your bum, come all the way up to the top. That's it, keep going. 3, 2, 1. And then we're going to come over onto our backs, the single leg stretch. So the full exercise is this. Yeah, now it's the same as 100 in terms of we're repeating this 3 times. So if you need a modification, we're going to be doing toe taps. Yeah. You can do toe taps with the hand behind the head, or we can go into that that tap on the side of the leg, or we can extend the leg away from us, really pointing through the toes, coming into that full single leg stretch. Now you're going to breathe in for one and out for the other one. Half-time bell, that's it. So you've almost completed your whole round of conditioning now. It's almost done. And then we get a good 2 minutes rest to get a drink, and we hit our power section. So keep going, really trying to get everything nice and warm. Get your heart rate up. And rest. Okay, so 20 seconds to just chill, do what you want with. And then we get a whole 2 minutes rest. Okay, so this is your recovery now. Your recovery to get yourself a little bit more composed before we go again. Now you should start to feel like you have been working and that blood flow is going around all of your limbs, but I need you to keep moving at this point. So keep stepping from one to the side, or arm swings, grab yourself a drink, and just generally keep your body moving. Now the next section that we're going to do, like I say, is our power section, and we're going to start to add on. So our adding on is just making everything a bit stronger. So from where we've been, really trying to keep everything a little bit stronger. So keep your arms moving as well. and enjoy these two minutes. They seem like a long time, but actually it's really good to reset in this time and make sure you hydrate. So you've got another about 45 seconds, and then we're going to go again. Now you remember our first one was our hamstring curls, where we were curling the leg up behind us, kicking the bottom. So this time it's going to be more an explosive movement, and we're going to be doing heel kicks. Okay, so the same as we did in the warm-up. So you're going to be adding a bit more of an impact in, and we're going to be kicking. So really trying to kick the bottom with your heels. So that's going to be our first move. So we got another 12 seconds, and then we're going to get ready to go. So get your head in the right place. We're going to do this together. We're all in it together. Yeah. So you're doing really well. 3, 2, 1. Okay, so on with your heel kicks. You're going to pull your shoulders back. And remember, if you need to regress it, you're going to be coming down to those heel taps. So still getting the hamstrings and glutes active, but we're working on taking that leg further back behind us. That's it. Keep trying to keep it going. So add the impact. That's it. Get that heart rate up. Remember that if you feel any discomfort, you're going to go back to the step kick. Excellent job. 12 seconds. That's all you've got. All you've got. And then this one is done. 3, 2, 1. Smashed it. Right. Next one. Press ups or shoulder taps. Okay. So you can keep this on your knees. You can do press, tap, press, tap, or if you want to. But remember, you've got 45 seconds. Okay, so you're going to choose which level is right for you. If neither of those are right, you're going to go back and do those press-ups again. So when you're doing those taps, try not to let the head drop. Common mistake is letting the head drop. So we're really going to keep our head up, nice and proud, and be really long through our head. That's it. And when you tap, we're going to keep our body nice and stable. So we're thinking about our end goal of getting stronger. All about getting stronger, getting fitter. Just a few more. So 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come up. Now remember last time we did those monster walks, those side steps. So this time we're going to do star jumps. Okay, oh, not that one, that's the next one. Sorry, star jumps, so out and in. And we're going to try and travel them to the side and over the other side. Okay, so try and travel them along your mat. Now, every time you jump, we need to get your heels down. So try and get your heels down and bend your knees, so we're not locking out our knees. So we're looking at this position and then coming together. So this position and then coming together. So try and travel them along your mat. That's your half-time bell. And if you've had enough, yeah, and you're getting too tired, then go back to those walks. Or even try and count 4 star jumps, rest for 2. Add another 4, rest for 2. Because next week, you might do 6 and rest for 1. So it's all about making it progressive. Excellent stuff. So down to 100 next. So come down onto your mat. Now you know what's coming. That's your half time. So your 100 can be a little bit more advanced this time, or you might want to regress it. But we always want to try and push ourselves to the safe ability of our bodies. So off you go. That's it. Remember to support your head if you need to. And we're going to keep our pelvis nice and still. So we're really reaching forwards. So we come into that good C shape. And we pump our arms, and we've got our rib and our hip connected. So we've really got that good core compression. That's it. That's your half-time bell. So you've got this. You're a halfway through of your whole lost my words, put my teeth in. Basically, you're almost there. Okay, so 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Jump up. Right, fast feet. You either keep your feet still this time or we're going to do the ladder run. Okay, so we were here last time. Yeah, this time we're going to go out and in. So we're going to try. Off you go. Oh, not yet, not yet. That's your half time. Hang on. Now, so we're going to go out and in really fast with those feet. And notice my shoulders are staying still. So I'm tapping down as fast as I can, as though you're stepping out into one rung of a ladder, out into the other rung, in, out, in. And change it to this if you need to. Okay, so it's all about getting that heart rate up really, really high. That's it, keep going, keep going. You've got another 16 seconds to go. Well done, really smashing it, that's it, smash it. Think about how many steps you're doing when you're doing these for your daily goal, yeah, of 10,000. So you're really ploughing through them. Rest. This time, bear crawl. So if you struggled with the last one, where we did the knee hovers, you're going to stay with that. Otherwise, this time we're going to try and crawl forwards, crawl backwards. And you're just going to keep that moving. Now my back is actually pretty stable with this. Yeah, so I'm not rocking all over the place from side to side. I'm really trying to control it. So my bum is not lifting up and down. I'm keeping that flat back. And to do that, I'm having to work super hard through my tummy muscles. And even harder to try and talk at the same time. Okay, so you're going to keep going. You're doing really well. Think about lifting up through that core. The shoulders are nice and strong. You just got another 10 seconds left. That's it. Remember, you can regress it to those knee hovers if you need to, but you're so close. Just with another 3 seconds. And rest. Right, the next one we did was squats, air squats. So this time we're going to do an air squat with a jump. So it's going to look like this. So air squat with a jump. Yeah, air squat, jump. Okay, so you can choose how big that jump is, and it might just look like this, and that's fine too. Yeah, so off you go. Yeah, now make sure you have no pressure onto your knees. And remember last time when we came up, we really thought about squeezing our glutes together. So I want all that power to come from your glutes. So squeeze, yeah, squeeze your hips forwards, get that power from the biggest muscle in your body, because we really want to make it active. That's where you're going to get your power from. Power from your ass. And if you sit on it all day, you really need to think about squeezing it even more. Okay, so 3, 2, 1. And we're coming down into single leg stretch, or you can change it to legs lift lower for this one. So our single leg stretch or legs lift lower, but you need to be making sure you keep everything locked in for this one. Yeah, otherwise that single leg stretch. And off you go. So make sure your back is happy with whichever version you choose, and you're only going to take those legs as low as you feel comfortable. And what I mean by feeling comfortable is any discomfort, you don't take them any lower. You should not have any back pain, and you certainly should not be putting your hands underneath your back to stop it, okay? So you're going to push in, brace your core. You're almost there. Almost there, almost there. You're doing really well. So give yourself a good pat on the back for this. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Great job. So now we've got our recovery. 2 minutes of recovery. So you're going to have a good drink. You're going to get your head in the right place for our finisher section. So you know what's coming. We've got 8 moves. That's all it is, 8 moves. You can do that and then it's totally done. Excellent. You have got this. Right, okay, so another minute and a half. Keep self moving. Shoulder circles, keep the feet moving. Keep that heart rate up. Now, when we go through the finisher section, we want to make sure that we are working to our full potential, but not putting ourselves under any injury or any strain. So only you will know which level is right for you with that. Okay, so that is where you need to listen to your own body. And if you're getting too tired, sometimes our core can switch off and we can start to do silly things, as in our body will just try and cheat. So we want to make sure our mind's in the right place and we're really thinking about that end goal of fitness and healthy bodies. Yeah. Right, so another 40 seconds. So make sure you are hydrated at this point. And when we go through these 8, they're all exercises you know. They're all exercises you know, as in what we've just done, just adding a bit more power. So we're going to start with the heel kicks, but this time, instead of a single heel kick, it's going to be a jumping heel kick. So it's going to look like this, a jump and a kick. Okay, so jump, kick. Now it's up to you if you want to put a hop in between. I find I have a bit more control if I do a off bounce. Okay, so off you go. So what I mean by that is you'll be able to sustain it a little bit longer by going, instead of this one, okay, where you're going to burn out quite quickly. So adding a heel kick, then a hop will get you through to that 45 seconds, hopefully. Or you're just going to keep jumping and do those heel kicks. You might mix it up, do a little bit of both. Start with the jumping heel kicks, and then go back to the other ones. Excellent. You're so close. Keep that heart rate up. Well done. 4, 3, 2, 1, and rest. Right, next one, we're coming down into a plank, but this time we're going to do arm and leg plank. So it's going to be adding on from that press up. Okay, so we've got a press, arm and leg reach. Press, arm and leg reach. So we're looking at really explosive movements. Now you can do that same thing onto your hands and knees, okay, but make sure that it's really working for you. And reach away, yeah, reach away, opposite arm, opposite leg. So it's a bit like your plank Superman, but don't be shy on those press-ups, because that's the main goal of this, the press-ups, working through the chest. Yeah, so you need to get that press in between every one. Keep going, keep going. You've just got another 15 seconds. You can do this. You really can. I know you're getting tired, but this is a point that you start to make changes, yeah, and you start to really see good benefits in your fitness when you keep going. Rest. Right, star jumps. So this time it's going to be an explosive star jump where we jump into that star shape. So we were here last time. Okay, now we're going to see if we can jump up, jump up. Okay, so we're into this one. Yeah, so you're going to go with whichever feels good. Now do what I did and do a jump and a hop, same as I did with the heel kicks. Okay, so it's a jump and then a release. Or you can just keep going. Yeah, which is really hard to sustain. Definitely don't try and talk at the same time. That's it, so keep going. Choose that jump and a hop if you need to, or even regress it to a tap. So you're going to choose, but keep trying to push yourself because you're almost there. 9, 6, 4, 3, 2, 1, rest. Down to the mat for 100. Okay, so see if you can add on a little bit this time in your capabilities. So using the legs long, or maybe even one leg long. Choosing 10. Okay, so rest and go. Yeah. So you're really going to pump those arms as though you're pushing them through treacle. That's it. Putting the legs wherever feels comfortable and making sure that you're really engaged through your abdominals there. Well done. Well done. Keep reaching away. Try and keep your head into a curl up, even if you have to support the head. Yeah, so you want to make sure your upper abs are working too, as long as you can sustain that. Right, 10 seconds. 10 seconds. That's your last 100. Your last 100. And 4, 3, 2, 1. Great job. Really good job. Come up to a standing position. Now, our fast feet this time are going to be slightly deeper. So we're coming into a deeper fast feet position, and we're still trying to go out and in. So instead of being sort of here, I'm trying to come down lower, and I'm coming out, and I'm trying to sustain that depth. Okay, so it's out and in the same. Now you've got to really watch the back arch in this position and the duck bums. So you really want to tuck in, okay, and then try and keep everything really stable. You're going to work really hard through your glutes. You might get a bit of calf cramp in this because you're up onto the balls of your feet. That's your half-time bell. That's it. Keep them going, keep them going. You're so close to finishing. Excellent job, excellent job. You're absolutely smashing it, team. Well done, well done. Okay, and 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, rest. This time, bear crawls with a pause. So we moved through them quite quickly last time. Now this time it's going to be a bear crawl, and you're going to pause and pause and pause. Okay, and then back. So we're holding for that little bit longer. Off you go, off you go. Keep that core connected. Remember, you've got that tray of whatever you're going to have that's healthy for you to have something to eat after this on your back, and it's not going to fall off. So something really yummy like a bowl of porridge or something like that. It's really going to refuel your muscles and give you all of that lost energy back. Add a couple of nuts in there or something like that. Good job. Right, so keep going, and you're so close. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and rest. Right, we did the squats last time. We did the squat jumps. We did squat, air squats, squat jumps. This time it's going to be squat to tuck jump. Okay, so the jump is going to come higher. So we're looking at a really deep squat and then an explosive tuck. Okay, so a squat and then an explosive tuck. So the repetitions are going to be slower. Off you go. The repetitions are going to be slower because you're going to need to pause because it's so explosive. But you want to try and get those knees up and wide, and we're going to tap the hands onto the knees. And you know the 2 previous to regress it. Yeah, so it's really explosive and up. Okay, and up and up. So you're going to push through your heels and fire yourself off through the roof. You're so close. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and fantastic. Right, the next one, you're either going to stick with those, I've forgotten what they're called, single leg stretch, or we're going to come to side teaser. So these ones, okay? Where you're coming up and you're going to work through your side. When you get that half-time bell, you're going to turn around the other side and you're going to go the other way. So we're reaching up towards the feet. Breathe out as you lift, reach those feet. This is your half-time bell. Okay, so change sides if you're doing that one. If you're doing the single leg stretch, you're just going to stay with that. This is your last block, your last set of your last cycle. You can push through these last 3 reps. See how many you can get in, and rest. You did amazing. Now, what I'd like you to do is take a breather. And we're going to have a couple of minutes to get your heart rate to come down a little bit. I need you to keep moving, and you're going to make sure you have a drink, and then we'll come into some stretches. So you nailed that. Well done. Really good job. Yeah, I love seeing all your smiley faces. So keep moving. We just got another minute of just letting that heart rate come down. Maybe reach up, give yourself some shoulder circles, get your breath back. Okay, and then we shall stretch. Now you really should be proud of yourself because it's a hard class. Okay, 45 minutes is quite a long time. Yeah, so you know, to do something like this, and you smashed it and kept going. So really good job. Right, so we're going to start coming into some stretches. We're going to take our first few stretches into standing, and you're going to interlink your fingers and reach them up nice and high up to the ceiling. And if you feel like you want to keep moving, just keep moving. And then just stretching over one side. So you're going to open up through your side body there. Open up underneath your armpits. And stretch up and away. And over the other side, so good breath. Breath out as you reach up. And then stretching forwards. So open up your upper back here. And then interlinking the fingers behind and pushing the chest up and forwards. Trying to look forwards rather than up with this one. So you're opening up through your shoulders. And release. Now you're going to take one leg in front of you. So you're going to take a step forwards and flex the foot, and then just push your hips backwards. So my back's nice and straight. I'm lifting my toes towards the nose, and I'm trying to get a stretch into the back of my hamstring. Depending on how that feels, you may be able to hinge down further. You may be able to reach the foot, or just take a little bit of a further step forwards. So you're actually trying to sink the weight into the heel of the supporting leg and keep the hips nice and even there. And then we're going to swap sides. So leaning into that one. Stretching those hips away. And then taking one foot up behind you. Use a bit of support if you need it. You can take the foot up behind you and pushing the hip forwards. And sort of pulling the heel to the bottom and getting that quad stretch. So something like this really sets you up for your day. It's a really good way to get all those endorphins going and make you feel really good. A good bit of HIIT and a good bit of real cardio explosive power really does help you to be in a really good mindset. So taking one leg to the side, and then hands onto the knee. You're going to turn the foot in and just try and move your hips from side to side and get an inner thigh stretch there. So you might need to take the foot out a bit more, or send the leg and glute further back. And try and keep those toes so they face the front. So you can just play with the position of your hips to get the best stretch into that inner thigh. And then up and over the other side. So remember, you can sort of shuffle the hips around and sink that bottom back lower, but make sure you're supporting your body weight onto that standing leg. And then straight legs, and just bring the legs wide and head come down. And we're going to shift our hips from side to side. And then we're going to take a lunge forwards, come up onto the ball of the foot behind you. Then we're going to sink that knee down. Now the knee that I'm sinking down, I'm going to reach up through this arm, and I'm going to stretch up and over and behind me. So I want you to feel a stretch down the front, sort of quite deep. Okay, so keep trying to sink that weight into the front leg, but tucking under through the hip. I'm going to reach up out through the side, up and over. And either change directions or just changing the legs over. So sitting that knee down, reaching up and over, and stretching away. So keep pushing those hips under. And then we're going to come down, lay onto our back for a glute stretch and a low back stretch. So arms nice and wide. Let the knees come all the way over to one side. And try and keep your shoulders down with this one. Play with the position of the top leg to just get that optimum stretch. And then up and over the other side. And back to the top, ankle onto the knee, and reaching through the gap here, either onto the shin or onto the back of the thigh, and having a little rock from side to side there, finding that best stretch into the side of the hip and deep into the glute. Now your heart rate should have come down. You may still feel hot, but that will go. So make sure that you give yourself a pat on the back for turning up, and you should be proud of yourself, and go and reward yourself with something nice and hydrating to drink. And to be honest, it needs to be a big glass of water, or a nice fruit tea or something like that. Something without caffeine. And release.
Thank you, Bunny. I've got to go now.
Yeah, well done. Thank you so much.
See you next week.
Really good to see you all. Thanks for coming. I hope you enjoyed that. You did really, really well. And I'll see you again soon. Well done. Have a really lovely day. Bye.
Thanks, Bunny. That was amazing.
Well done. You were amazing.
A bit sick. That's so good.